Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for today's video we're going to be experimenting with the Simon Hurley Create stamping foam. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so today's video is going to be very much an experimental video, and then I'll do another video where I actually sort of use all my backgrounds and make them into cards. So this will be kind of like a two-parter. So to start off with, we're going to have a look at what this is. I did show it very briefly in my Dawn haul, but it's basically just a bit of foam. It's not anything fancy, but what it does is when you heat this up, it'll take the pattern of something and then you can stamp it, and then when you heat it up again, you lose the pattern. So it's reusable like over and over and over and over again. So that's where we're going to have some fun today. So what I have done is I've run around my house and I've picked up bunches of stuff. So I've got my scoreboard, I've got some glitter cardstock, I've got some dies, I've got some stencils, some stamps, and then some weird kind of things. So I've got this kind of container, I've got this, what did the other thing I grabbed? Oh, I wanted to try the checks in my cutting tool. We're just going to see what we can make and just have some fun. So we're going to try this first. So what we need to do, I haven't tried this before, this is my very first time. All I have done in preparation for this is watch a couple of videos, so I will link the videos that I watched down below. But basically what we need to do is need to heat this up to 10 to 15 seconds and then press it into what we're going to use. So I'm going to start off with this scoreboard because I think it'll give me a really nice kind of impression. So we're going to start off with heating it up. Try to keep that as even as I can, and then I'm going to push this down into the scoreboard, even pressure, and then pull it up. Okay, so I reckon that needs to be a little bit, I need to heat it up a little bit more because it's a very small impression. Something I am going to do, I'm going to grab, I have this really big acrylic block, so I'm going to grab this and use this to kind of help me push down. So I'm just going to heat this up again. You guys will be able to see here how it, actually let's just stamp it and see what we get, and then we can do it again afterwards. So I've got a bunch of white cardboard here. I'm just going to stamp these in sort of quads, and then we can make backgrounds out of these later. So I'm just going to grab random colours of Oxide ink. I'm just using Oxide for this. I'm just going to rub that on. Actually, this might work better than I thought. So that's Blueprint Sketch, and I'm going to put a little bit of Iced Spruce here as well. I'm not paying any attention to colour combos, and you guys know by now I don't really mind if I get a little bit of ink transfer between my colours, so it's not a problem. I am though going to grab my blending brushes just to kind of tap in between, just so you get a nicer blend. And then we're going to go ahead, plop this down, just use the block to give a bit of pressure. Oh! Ooh! I kind of like that. The colour's not right, but that gave a better impression than I thought it would. Okay. And then to clean this up, you basically just use a damp, use a damp cloth. So I'll just grab some water. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wet this, that's right. I did know that. So hold on, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to try this with a different colour. So that impression is all still there. It's coming off really, like the ink's coming off really nicely. So I'm just going to go in with, actually I'm just going to go in with Hickory Smoke and just do a one colour. Now obviously the Hickory Smoke's harder to see on here, but it's there. And then I'm going to spritz this with a little bit of water so you can just sort of see it's there. This will just give you a different kind of effect. Ooh, that's nice. that's better. Okay, I like the wet better than the dry. Alright. So I'm going to heat this up again so that we get the flat. Sorry, I got to remember not to hit the button while I'm talking. So we get the flat back, and then we're going to try and do it a bit stronger to see if we can get something. See how we go here. Move that. It's much deeper. Now I did notice while I was doing that I got some steam. I think that was just because I had some water still on it. So this time I'll make sure it's really dry before I stamp it down. So I'm just using Lucky Clover this time. I'm just rubbing this on, I wouldn't say gently, like I'm being pretty liberal with it. I am going to try a gentler one after this, so I'm going to try and avoid my little blue splodge. Oh, that's nicer. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Okay, and then I'm going to clean this off. I think about that in a minute. I'm going to clean it off. I'm just going to put just a little, like a very light layer of the ink. I feel like I'm wasting a bit of ink here. Oh, it's a nice noise. Good thing is Distress Oxide is very easy to clean up with just water. That's just more ink that was on my cloth. And when this is finished, like when I'm finished playing with this, I'll give this a good run under water to try and get it as clean as possible. So still same thing here. I'm just going to give this a really light rub over with cracked pistachio. So just a really gentle kind of light layer this time. Oops, I get down my jumper. So very light smushing, bit of water. I'm just going to try and avoid, I'm actually going to put it on the back so I can avoid that blue splodge. Oh, that's cool too. I like that. Alright, so we've got some stripes. We know the stripes work. So scoreboard plus, that's definitely going to work. So I'm going to tidy this up. So this time I'm going to try this glitter cardstock. I don't think this will work. It's got some texture to it, but it's not as pronounced as the scoreboard. So we'll see how it works, but I just want to give it a try. There's definitely texture there. I don't know how this will be probably not going to work one, but I don't mind having a shot. So we'll put, let's go rusty on this. So again, just the smush. You don't have to use oxide ink. You can use basically any ink you like. You could use paint here too if you wanted to. I think. Bit of water. I went that way, but anyway. Oh yeah, there's some texture. I probably put a little bit too much water, but there's definitely some texture there. I'm going to try that one more time. I'm going to try to go a bit quicker in a minute so that you guys don't have to sit here through all of this. I'm going to try that with an orange and just put not quite so much water this time. I'm going to put 2 spritzes from a fair distance away this time, and then just try that again. Ooh, that's actually really cool. I didn't think that would work, but that's cool. I like that. All right, so that's glitter cardstock. So I'm going to clean this up. I don't know how I'm going to do this fast, so I'm trying to think of how I can do it so that you guys don't have to sit through this each time. Next one I'm going to try is this Candy Stripe cover plate die. This is from Uniquely Creative. I really like this cover plate. let's do this with Candied Apple. I'm just sticking to simple colour backgrounds for now, but just know that you can blend these. You just might need to grab your brushes and blend between the two. So a little spritz. I'm just going to do those light spritzes from now on, so just the two sort of spritz. That's cool. How good? Sorry. How good would that look? Just on a... Oh, I can see Christmas cards coming with that one. That's cool. Oh, I like that one. All right, clean up, and we're gonna try next on. Let's try a background stamp. I'm gonna try next on this darkroom door background stamp. Just before I do, I'm just gonna grab this. I'll just put a bit of water on there with the excess ink. I just feel like you can get more than one. Ooh, that's cool too. So you can sort of play with how watery you make these, because I can. So this is again just with what was left over. Didn't put any more water on there. Oh, that's cool too. So that's 3 stamps out of 1 shot. I like that. Oh, this is going to be fun. Whole new world opening up. I'm just going to try one other cleaning method just to see how it works. So this is a baby wipe. I try and avoid baby wipes because I don't like the waste that comes with baby wipes, but it does seem to clean this up a bit better. I'll try another baby wipe in a minute when I do the next one. Something else that I saw on the Simon Hurley video, and I need to get some, are the Ranger detail brushes. I'm actually just going to use cotton buds in the meantime, or Q-tips. I'm not going to do that in today's video, but you can use that to sort of get into these little detailed areas. So spritz. Oh, that is so cool! That is so cool. It's so cool actually. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to, if I get a whole page of this, I don't care. It's just, it is very different. It's just very different. And you see you can get those sort of more watercolory looks as you move down the layers. That's a good one. That's a good one. Like I said, I'm going to do this all in one video where I'll come back and show you all of the things I made. I don't think I'm going to have time today. It's either going to be all play or all create. And I think this time I'm going to play. You can be a bit rough with this. I was really worried at the start that I had to be really gentle, but I don't think you do. Alright, so we know background stamps work, we know dies work. I've got embossing folders, stencils, and then random household items are the last 3 I'm going to try. So I'll just heat this up. So I grabbed these are my Kmart stencils. This is a Kaiser Craft one, so I'm going to try this one, and I'm going to try this hexagon one. This one's from Nellie's Crafts. Try these 2 stencils. Oh, that is so cool. I'm going to do this in like an orangey yellow. So I'm going to do it in Wild Honey. This is going to be good. I can see B cards coming already. I'm actually just going to add just a little bit of rusty hinge just on the sides, because I can. This is fun. This is just fun. A bit of water. See, look at my hands. Got ink everywhere. I'm so excited. Oh, that's adorable. Now I know you'd get something similar with the stencil, but it's the watery kind of look. I don't know. I just think it's really cool. I'll tell you one thing, if you're a fan of embossing powder and the sort of effect you get when you heat up the embossing powder and you get that shine, you're gonna love this. It's so much fun watching it disappear. Alright, so we've got this sort of rock kind of one. Whoops, do that in pumice stone. I don't know why I love this so much, guys. I feel like this is a whole new world. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Just a bit more water. Brick stencil would look awesome with this. I'm not going to do it today, but the brick stencil would look awesome with this. Oh, I love that orange one though. So cool. Alright, last couple. We've got just a few more. I know I've been going for a bit. Whoops. So now we're going to work on some embossing stencils. Embossing folders. This into the raised side of the embossing folder, but of course you could put it into the other side. This is just going to be so much fun. Actually, I'm very excited to sit here and create these cards for you guys. So I'm just going to use Chip Sapphire just so it's a nice dark kind of background. If that's not the cutest night sky you've ever seen. And then again, I'm just going to chuck in just a little bit of black soot around the outsides, a bit of water, a bit of mess everywhere. Whoops. Oh, that is so cool. I'll admit it's not as smooth as I wanted it to be, but I think that's got more to do with the water. I just need to experiment more with the water. Love. Love, 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 love. I've got spots, I've got flowers. I could sit here all day and do this. I'm not going to. I'm going to try really quickly. I want to try with some of these sort of household items and then we'll wrap this up because we know now that everything works. Everything works. More of a border. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, it's not. I'm just going to heat up the other side. This might be the first fail. Oh, that side's better. I did better with the second side. There's still tons of ideas here that obviously I haven't gone to. You could do like stamps on the background, like you could do like lawn fawn critter stamps or floral stamps. Big floral stamp would look awesome. That's actually not bad. It's not what I thought, but that's not. I reckon I can still make something out of that. There's a challenge. There's a challenge. So I'm going to do 3 more. I did get a couple of other dyes. We know dyes work, so I'm not going to worry about that. I am going to give this one a shot, and then I'm tossing up between these two. You know what, let's just do all 3. I'm going to do them all really fast, so I'm not going to talk to you in between. So I've just heated that up again just to get it to be normal, the way it would be out of the pack. And I've done that so that the next time I go to use it, it's going to be fine. Just to sort of show you sort of what it looks like with a bunch of prints. It's still holding, it's a little bit warped. It's obviously got a little bit of ink on it, but that's held up pretty well. Like, it's not horribly deformed or anything. Definitely still use that for a bunch more. I'm just interested to see how many prints this will give me before it kind of dies. You can do, it's sort of got a bit more of a, sort of feels a little different now. It's a little bit less foamy on that side. I do know you can use all the sides. You can either use them flat or you can use them in like patterned or something, so you could do like the side down the thing and get a really cool pattern there too if you want to do a border or something. But honestly, this is kind of cool. So let's see what we got. So this was using the glitter. This is dry now. This was using the glitter cardstock. I like the texture there. This was using that dye. Didn't put any on the back on that one. The only thing I haven't tried that I wanted to was my trimmer board, but that's okay. I'll do that another day. I love these. These two are my favorite. Oh, actually no, they're not. Close to my favorites. I like the rocks too. I think they came out really nicely. I can actually see a Halloween scene in front of those. These flowers are my favorites. They're awesome. They just look cool. The stripes are really cool too, actually. I like the stripes. I like the subtle of the stripes. So this one with the cracked pistachio was really cool. So the embossing folders worked. That flower actually worked, that picture frame worked a lot better than I thought it would. This would have worked if I had have been able to get like an even pressure across it, but because it was sort of sitting like this and wobbling, if I held it firmer, or if I had someone sitting here holding it for me, I think that would work better. But actually I really like the roll of this. I kind of like how it looks a little round. I think that's just cool. So there we go. That's the stamping foam from Simon Hurley Create. Like I said, come back. I don't know when it will go up. It'll go up soon. I don't want to have too long in between. But I'm going to make all of these backgrounds into cards, and I'll come back and show you each of them and how they eventually came together. It'll just be it'll like a showcase of them, I guess. If you're not interested in that, please let me know though, because I won't do it if you guys aren't interested. But it's just a cool new way to make backgrounds, and it is a very nicely sort of sized little thing. That'll sit really nicely on a card front. Which I think is why they've been designed this way. But go and check out Simon Hurley's videos because they're really good. Jennifer Maguire's done some as well. I'll link them all down below. But basically keep an eye out around your house and look for things with texture, because they're the things that are going to make these awesome new backgrounds using our stamping foam. By the way, I got my stamping foam from Dawn Lewis. I will link it down below as well. You get 4 in a pack. I think it was like $8 or $12. It wasn't expensive. Except for the fact that they were a little hard to get and we had to wait for them for a while. I'm pretty damn happy with this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. You can also buy them separately. Dawn's got them in packs, like single or double packs instead of getting all 4 if you don't want to get all 4 of them. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Please give it a big old thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe, especially if you don't want to miss that card making video where I turn all these into backgrounds. I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome rest of your day, whatever you get up to, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!